Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Welcome back. It is now Monday night over here in Asia, and it's probably Monday morning over there for all of you. So today we're going to talk about Loopring, and why I want to get back to Loopring because I think and feel that this is such an amazing technology for Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is already skyrocketing, it's at an all-time high again, and it's going to keep going up. Same with Bitcoin and a lot of other cryptocurrencies. This is something that, of course, people cannot ignore. It's still so early in the realm and the ecosystem of people adopting cryptocurrency and even just thinking about it as an investment. That I'm glad that you're here to listen, but also to communicate and to continue this process of dialogue with learning within the whole ecosystem with cryptocurrency. So to all of you who are joining me, thanks again. And to all the new subscribers, I'm totally flabbergasted that you guys have been entertained and also educated and also just getting into a complete dialogue with us. This was the most important thing. So let's get started. And I want to talk about being new to crypto coin. You know, it's whenever you hear about a new coin, it's easily and obviously brushed off as like, okay, so what? So what's going on? That doesn't matter. Well, it's not a problem actually, I find. It's like actually a needle in a haystack. That one chance we all get to make or break in something. Finding that one coin. We all want to do that. I mean, there's hundreds of coins out there. And if you look through the top 100 cryptocurrencies on your cell phone or whatever in Coinbase you're using, you're always looking for that 1 minute to stumble onto a patch of four-leaf clovers to find that one. Of course, 2013, 2012, that's what Bitcoin was. If you were able to get into it early, today you're like, oh, I'm in that four-leaf clover patch, and you have just endless amounts of fun. But for right now, we're talking about Loopring and why I feel, for me, this has been kind of like finding a patch of four-leaf clovers, because every time I turn around, I'm finding out something that is new, something that is exciting, and something, again, that is just like mind-blowing. Like, this is fantastic. All right, about there. Now, in this video, I want to get some basics and the attractions, fundamentals, and also some newer areas called the DAO, but also something that came out on November 3rd called the VIP section of Loopring. This is important. So let's get into this. Now, first note, Loopring has been on building this technology since 2019, and they're not really focused on marketing, and they're not focusing on investors. What they want is they want companies and to get involved, but also I'll say governments. China, yes, this is important. When China is developing their own form of cryptocurrency, could they be using this to develop and get on use of this? Possibly. They have a patent out. They mentioned Loopring with all of this, but we'll see. You know, if governments want to build within and use their technology, this is what they need. But also, they're also going to need to hold a large amount of the LRC token to do so. This is important because to use their token on a part of the projects, it's going to be used and vital for transactions and doing a lot of things. Now, the marketing right now has been through word of mouth, of course, through Gamestop and even some smaller contracts out there, through companies, but also through Reddit, a little bit through Twitter, and a couple videos out on YouTube. That's been great. But now, I want to go through some fundamentals and some numbers. Now, if you're familiar with Ethereum Layer 2, with Loopring, this is all done through the ZK rollup through, all right? And if you're familiar with it, if you're not, please go back, take some time later after this, read about everything I'm talking about, but also read about the ZK rollup and everything, the application that is on the Layer 2 of this. Now, the output reaches probably 1,000 times of Ethereum, or as high as 2,025 trades per second, all right? Now, the cost of this transaction is reduced to 1/100th the cost of Ethereum. Basically, almost zero gas fees. Now, with trades and transfers costing basically fractions of a cent. This is huge. This is a big game changer. That, for me, is one of these little four-leaf clovers. Maybe even a whole bundle, a whole patch of finding this, because this just saves so much time and money and frustrations with everything. Now, if you think about this, a Visa does around 1,700 transactions per second on average. Speed. This is key. All right, so that's one of the most important factors for this. Now, if you look again throughout all of the crypto.com or Binance, whatever it is, there are hundreds of coins out there, just like the New York Stock Exchange. And finding one that is worth your time and money, we all want that. Now, there are a few moderately priced and even extremely fair deal if you consider what's happening out this year alone to a vast majority of crypto coins. No, not Shiba Inu or Doge. That's a whole new level of crypto, and that's really hard to talk about besides just buying and holding. That's all it is, and talking about it on Twitter. That's fine. But there are differences between these coins and project-based coins that lie within the applications and the goals set forth from the engineers, designers, and creators of the applications. Now, Loopring, with a few others like SushiSwap, they've got a new art space to show you. They've got There's also another smaller out there one, Nano. There's XRP. I know some of you out there with Ripple don't really agree with it, with the founder and everything, but their whole thing with Google and their lawsuit, that's going to be interesting. Uniswap, IMX with Immutable, and AMP, they all have they're all setting off in this new landscape and each have their own function within this whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. Please go out there and read about them, explore, and diversify yourself. It's important to keep things diversified, but also understand how they all are utilized within the ecosystem, because this whole ecosystem is growing, it's updating. Right now, to me, Loopring stands out to me, and yes, because of Gamestop. All right, most of us would not have heard about this without Gamestop, besides just browsing through and say, "Oh, Loopring, what is that?" Clicking on it, hitting the white pages, and getting more into it. But if you dig into the guts and you see how the where and the why, it's pretty impressive. For the middle to long-term growth of Ethereum, this works so well. And for the Zkrollup, the way it works on and off the chain, it's basically fantastic. Now, the two important areas I'm talking about now, it's the DAO and the new VIP section of Loopring. Now, the Loopring DAO, what is a DAO? This is important for you to learn about. It's basically an internet community with a shared bank account. Put it very simple. This is very interesting to see how this goes forward, okay? Now, why do you need that? Well, because the Loopring DAO is, hopefully, it's going to be set up in about 2022, quarter 3, quarter 4-ish. And now it's shaping up to take its rightful position in the center of the Loopring economy, all right, with all Loopring economy and governance. Now, all of this will be receiving 10% of all protocol fees, and what is done with those fees is up to the DAO members. If you're an LRC token holder, you have to decide via voting. This DAO can buy back the LRC, can burn it, it can use it for impermanent loss protection, and draw more LPs to distribute to the DAO, all right, the DAO voters. And also you can distribute more incentives to the LP makers, the funds, grants, etc. Now, the LRC token voting will be using Snapshot. So go look into Snapshot. This is a very important thing. I wonder if Gamestop will be using this too. This is a token voting tool that suits this purposes perfectly. Now, Snapshot, I'm going to be looking into this more. If Gamestop is looking into voting tools for their new marketplace or the finance structure. Don't know what they're doing yet, or are they building an exchange? We'll see what about that. But again, what about security? This doesn't mean security is non-existent, because we know what happened to a lot of other exchanges. Empty Gox in Japan, it happens all the time with Binance. Just last month, had a big issue with a glitch for, up to 30 seconds, even a second, and somebody got away with some money. You can learn about that. Anyway. We all expect currently to see Loopring 2 economy hosting several $1 billion worth of assets. So that's why this DAO and security fund is very important. All right. Now, as backing, you want to have the insurance. Does Shiba Inu or Doge have this? No, it's just a coin out there. All right. Now, for this reason, they've created a Loopring insurance fund, so users can deposit LRC into the insurance fund and earn return on your assets for providing the security backstop. 10% of all protocol fees go to reward insurers. This is important. Your token is put to use for you. It's a return investment. It can be applied in a range of activities. So this is what, to me, a lot of these coins are doing. They're setting up an insurance fund to make sure everything goes well, but also you get fees back for this. You can stake your coin and do a lot of this. It is totally a fantastic idea. Now, the second thing, most important thing, the VIP section. This is set up on November 3rd. It's a VIP tier system, and it's going to go into effect already as is right now. Now, the new VIP system will be better and integrate and align the LRC token utility into the Loopring ecosystem. All right, so a couple of quick things about this. You're going to enjoy discounts and trading fees as low as 1% on Loopring level 2. Makers can enjoy free trading as well as rebate of 2% on trading volume. All right, that's good. Now, the new VIP tier model, it's going to be the forefront, allowing all the token holders to receive discounted trading fees on Loopring level 2. This is great. You want to also have this commission rebate on transaction volume. Again, this is fantastic. So if you already have a wallet and you paid the Ethereum fee, that's going to be an interesting thing to see how they roll out the free wallets. This can be another great area too. But I'm excited for the DAO, but also this new tier system, and also the insurance fund. There's a lot of great things coming out through this Loopring. So thanks for listening in. Stay positive, and always game on.